Today on EA Sports. It's week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Houston Oilers taking on the Green Bay Packers.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Green Bay Packers and the Houston Oilers. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt, now in year number 6.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Willis going to throw it right away. His pass complete to Ruckert. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones, trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Jones. And he'll get about 3 out of that, up to the 39-yard line. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, it's Willis. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Willis. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Willis now off the play fake. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Shotgun snap to Willis. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Troy Anderson applying the pressure and picking up the sack. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Willis, 3rd and long. Forced out to his left. He's got a man, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd and 7. And now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. 3rd and 2, Willis. Connection made to Ruckert. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. And Willis keeping it himself on the option. And he stopped immediately there. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. To throw, here's Willis. Eluding the pressure right. His pass caught at the 4. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Trying to finish off this opening drive from the 3. This is 3rd and goal. Willis on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Packers! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
And they can talk all they want about putting the loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. Whatever they said appears to have worked. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers? 1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss. Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
McCoy's throw complete there to Thomas. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. From the 29, McCoy. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's McCoy. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 67 yards.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy the defenses had better focus on.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Just a gain of a couple there, and that will bring up 2nd down. Now McCoy. He's got a man. It's his fullback. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Leonard Williams drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Deontay Hardy back deep. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So holding on the return, and that's going to back him up to start the drive.
He was trying to get the job done correctly, just trying to clear a little space for his returner. Ended up getting a little too much jersey and hooked the guy, hence the flag.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Second down throw coming by Willis. Throw over the middle. He's got Ruckert. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down. It's a play fake. Here's Willis. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. And they'll take over here following the interception with a chance to tie the ball game. It's 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. They find some open field here. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all Lebanon defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
They'll try and run with Harris, and he's going to be brought down on what will be on EA Sports. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Harris, touchdown. They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Rodrigo Blankenship now for the PAT. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive, 4 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2nd down, Willis looks to throw here. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Willis on 3rd and 1. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a first down.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. third down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out. But his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. From the gun, here's Willis. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The Packers on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 8. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Now a give, running left is Harris.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 52 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Kenny Clark busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
On second down, it's Jones. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
First and 10, it's Willis.
Throw left side, taken in by Slayton.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
An inside give to Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down.
Third down, it's Willis. This one swung out here to Jones.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 46. And his kick is indeed good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? From the 24, McCoy. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. On the return, Hardy. So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression, jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Off the option, it's Jones.
Gets past one man. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
And nowhere to run for Willis. He goes down.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A first down there on a pickup of 25.
They've looked his way quite a bit, and in my estimation, as well they should.
Well, that's now 5 catches in this first half alone.
And he picks up another first down. He's been an important part of their offense here early.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Joey Bosa in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point.
And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free.
Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game.
And the return will stop right around the 25.
3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
Throwing to start the drive, McCoy. And he fends him off, being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. McCoy. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
So certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
Here's Hardy set to return. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
The Packers with a football here late in this first half. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own last drive.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Again to throw, Willis on 2nd down.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Last play of the half, Willis.
He finds his man, complete. That's Wade.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll start across the Atlantic in London, England. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. From there, let's get over to Arizona to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Browns in.
Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And that is incomplete.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The gain that time, 13 yards to reset him 1st and 10.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
On the give, this is Harris. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. McCoy. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Throwing on 1st down. McCoy. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. McCoy caught by Allen.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Looking to throw. McCoy to the goal line, but it's incomplete. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run with Harris, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there.
His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Oilers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Hard to argue with that being their best drive of the game so far as they use the running game to get them into the end zone.
Couldn't agree more, partner. Prior to that drive, they sputtered a little bit, but it looks like they found the formula. I would expect them to go back to that more and more as this game develops.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead is now 14-10. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Willis looking to throw on 1st down.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
Here's 2nd and 9. To throw, here's Willis. He has it complete to Christian Watson.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
A 3rd and 2, here's Willis.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he's got the 1st down.
rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, here's the option.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Now Willis on 3rd down. He finds Watson complete. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Willis.
And this is going to be incomplete. So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And that is no good. And that will keep this a 4-point game. And now out comes Houston.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off play action. McCoy. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, McCoy.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Willis backed up to his own goal line. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. Option play, Willis looking to run. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 2nd and 5 now. Willis. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Willis. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
On now is the Packers punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Houston set to take over. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing to start the drive. McCoy over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
On 1st and 10, McCoy firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Off the bootleg, McCoy. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They run again with Harris.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 91 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Harris trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
Akers, touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
It's good, and it's 21-10. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it was Cam Akers who capped it off with a touchdown. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. On first down, Willis.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Second down, here's Willis. Once again, Ruckert.
These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Again, Willis to throw.
Steps away. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
Willis with it on 3rd and 1. His pass complete to Ruckert. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
To the air on first down, here's Willis.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. From the 40 now on second down.
Willis. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
On first down, Willis.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go. Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Willis from the gun on third down.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Are things looking much rosier for him here in week 2? They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they take a knee.
2nd and 11 now.
They hand this off to Harris. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half
today.
From Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And they'll be led out by their 6-year quarterback.
And what a performance in his last game. A couple of touchdown passes. That was positive.
But more than 2 interceptions.
Yeah, that's not what he's looking for. What did Vince Lombardi say, though? Winning isn't everything.
It's the only thing.
And that's what he hangs his hat on after last week's game.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Well, certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. They'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
But I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive. Because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 7 catches, 79 yards.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
James Daniels, the guard, called for the penalty there.
Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. They'll look to throw.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Fielded just inside the 30. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. And let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
That one good for 33 and a first.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll set up a throw. Over the middle to Smith.
Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal.
They'll try to run this one in, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys.
A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Again, it's Harris on second down.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A Steeler first down on a pickup of 11 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw here. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
He'll drop to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 33. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They're going to look to throw.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Well, a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down.
This defense for the Steelers, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Second and 3. Quick slant here to Smith. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They go play action here on first down.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And oh, it'll be intercepted.
And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They'll look to throw now on first down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And again back to Kmet. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to extend their lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Gay is on for the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll run again with Harris. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they followed him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
They run with Harris. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And the Steelers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 28. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender. Made him
what do you mean by that, Purple?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Now a play fake here on first down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Najee Harris,
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
and the Steelers have got it back to within a score.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
A little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
68 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
The Cowboys did a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Out quickly to Judy.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. On second down, they'll run it here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That second down play nets a -4.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's brought down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Looking to throw. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
Jerry Jeudy
there to make the grab. And they are able to add on to their advantage. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. That time, a 9-play drive.
And it's capped off by the touchdown run from Jerry Jeudy.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Steelers' offense now, they head back onto the field. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage. Now a dump off here complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Back to throw again. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's in his zone, second quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Elliott on for the extra point. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly. And it's the Cardinals who have the lead as they play the second quarter. Josh Allen has thrown 2 touchdown passes. From there, let's head over to Minneapolis to check on the Vikings at home at U.S. Bank Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Lions. Kyler Murray has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And they fall in that one to the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Trevor Lawrence, terrific in the win, and a much-needed win at that, as it is indeed their first on the year. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. And the Steeler offense ready to get going here in this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50.
A good position to be in here, second and inches.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Brown.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harris.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On play action, they'll throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. On second down, this is Harris. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down and 4 now.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Pat Freiermuth,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Steelers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
117 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Back to throw now on first down. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 42. A pretty good mark there. They needed 14. They got 14 on 3rd down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Cowboys. Mecole Hardman, 39 yards.
So a very strong first drive in this second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well moving the ball down the field.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Steeler offense set to regain possession. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right, where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
He's got his tight end Fryermuth over the middle. And he will have a Steelers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Osa Odighizuwa
able to record his 5th sack of the season. This guy is in a zone. Remember, he had a sack hat trick last week. That got him NFC Defensive Player of the Week. Another one right here.
I love how you phrase that, in the zone, because I'm a firm believer that like a running back, like a quarterback, when guys get hot and get locked in, the same thing happens for guys getting sacks. Their moves are working, and they're getting home and putting guys on the ground.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Setting up the screen, Harris.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Oh, now he's strapped. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
And the tide definitely seems to be turning in this third quarter as this defense is able to knock the ball free and recover.
And let's look at it this way. Their offense is right back out there who just got them the lead a few minutes ago. This has the potential to be a big swing in this game.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
That's going to be caught by Judy. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Cole Kmet,
25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And now out come the Steelers.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This will be caught by Brown.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who could turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll set up a throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. 3rd and 7 now.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now back, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. The big fella. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Gay is on for the point after. And the lead is up to 18 now. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. to throw here.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 132 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw.
Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
Second down, ball on the 3, first down.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They're going to look to throw. Touchdown from 4 yards out.
And the Cowboys are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead. Though definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4th touchdown pass as they're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, 4th quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Osa Odighizuwa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete.
And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down. They'll set up to throw.
Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. So tug on the face mask, and that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And sometimes it'll go unnoticed, but that one, pretty obvious for everyone to see.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. This is Harris. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
Micah Parsons coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Come on, set. 70 Lions. Let's go. Check, 55 to line. Check, 55.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
An opening there on that 1st down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
163 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton of credit because you and I both know, heck, they knew. This is a tough place to play. Overcame that with ease, romped home with an easy win. And here's the best part for them. It'll be easy to get to the airport because the crowd left pretty early in this one, didn't they?
Well, plus they have a police escort.
Okay, you had to spoil that part of it. Of course, they're going to get there. But think about how wide open things are now because this crowd didn't expect this.
No.
So they went back to the tailgate and said, let's go eat. This one didn't any fun for us.
Yeah, they took the drama out of this one pretty early on. So for the Cowboys, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants.